Well, Professor Virginia Dignum is a member of the European Union's high-level expert group on AI and author of Responsible Artificial Intelligence. Thank you very much for coming on the programme. Now, Professor, our correspondent there was talking about how technology, and particularly generative AI technology, has been galloping ahead, but the governments don't really know how to regulate it. How concerned should we be about AI outsmarting humans or becoming a threat to civilization?
It is definitely not one of my main concerns. I think that there are other concerns that we need to be much more aware of. The first one is risk doesn't come from technology. It comes from people using technology wrongly, using technology to accumulate power and wealth, using technology for the wrong reasons. So it's not about AI being a risk for humanity, but it's about, like always, unfortunately, people being a risk for other people. And the other concern is with the risks and the issues and the wrongdoing that AI systems are already doing now, not the future, but what they are doing now in terms of increasing inequality, in terms of bias, in terms of discrimination, in terms of lack of privacy. Those are issues that we really need to address much more, much first and concerning with existential risks.
Leading AI figures have signed an open letter calling for AI safety to be a global priority. What are the risks if it isn't that priority?
Like I said, the risks are different. The risks are the inequality, the bias, the lack of privacy, the use of energy and other resources. And if those leaders that sign the letter really are concerned about those issues, then they should be the first ones to stop the developments that they are doing and let governments and democratic institutions take over on the developments.
So are you saying that it's organisations, it's companies, it's the corporate world that need to do stuff first? Because I know the EU's planning some legislation. What has to happen first before that can be signed off?
I think it's not a matter of who goes first. We all have to go now, both the policymakers and the regulators and the governments, and also the corporate world. The responsibility is on all of us. Corporate world needs to take the accountability for what they are doing, for the systems that they are developing, and for the systems that they are putting out on the world. And governments really also have to take responsibility and accountability to ensuring that the safety and the protection of the people in their countries.
You talk about responsibility and accountability, but this is taking place at the moment between Europe and the US. It's not the first forum to talk about guidelines, to talk about regulation. No. What can really come out of this meeting?
I think one of the things which this meeting is really showing is the awareness and the sense of urgency that it's now much higher than it was a couple of years ago. It is something which is taken now at the toppest level. I think that what we really can hope from this type of meetings is, again, the need to ensure that there are means and things put in place to ensure the monitoring and the demand, the accountability for those that are developing it. You cannot just drive a car without a driver's license. We need to start thinking about what are the driver's licenses for the AI systems that we are putting into the world.
Is there an argument, though, that regulation can't ever keep up with the fast pace of technology? I mean, do you think that maybe it's all been left a little bit too late?
No, I think that it's the wrong question. I don't think that legislation should be regulating technology. What we really need is legislation that regulates the effects of that technology. If a system is taking decisions about my life, I couldn't care less if that system is the most advanced AI, a spreadsheet, a dice, or just someone. If the system is really affecting my life in negative ways, there needs to be accountability, there needs to be regulations that tell that system cannot do it, and independently of the technology. I think we are focusing too much on the legislation of technology and too little on the legislation of the effects of that technology.
Professor Virginia Dignum, thank you very much.
Thank you.